Hello everyone. In this video I would like to do what I call, one minute, what I call different guns for different reasons, for different purposes. The point I'm trying to make on this is you can't just buy one gun and say, okay, now I have a gun, I'm good to go. Um, there's lots of different guns for lots of different purposes. And there's times like if people hear I have a certain amount of guns and they're like, well, you don't need that many guns. Uh, well, I can't put 10 or 15 guns in my hands at once and shoot them all at the same time. That's true. But every gun is not good for every application. So depending on what you're trying to do, there's various guns. And once you get to understanding that, it's real easy to see why someone might have 10 or 12, 15 different kinds of guns, because some are better for certain applications than others. So let me explain. It's a really hot, sunny day, 89 degrees. I want to go about round and about town, and I want to have some form of protection. It's a low level of security concern, but I want to have some protection. Now, I'm not going to want, first of all, I'm not going to carry a rifle, that's obvious. I'm not going to want to carry a real big, full-sized weapon that weighs a couple pounds. First of all, it sticks way out, it's real easily seen. Second of all, it's not real comfortable, it's heavy, it kind of gets in the way. So, in a scenario where I don't think I'm in a dangerous area, I don't think the risk is high, and it's hot, I'm going to go with something really small and compact, lightweight. I still got some protection, but I'm still comfortable. Now, let's say I'm traveling, it's late at night, I'm in a big metropolitan city, could potentially be a high crime, high risk area, and it's not super hot. I'm going to want like a nice full size pistol that holds a lot of ammunition. I might want a pistol that holds 15, 17 rounds. It's winter time. You're always wearing big, thick, heavy coats. It doesn't really matter if you've got something bigger that takes up a lot of space. That's one scenario, to carry a large pistol. Like I said, if you think you're in a somewhat higher of a risk scenario, you want a large, full-size pistol. Now, shotgun. Shotgun is good for, well, for one, it's great for hunting. Has a lot of knockdown power. Shotgun is a good form of defense when you think that maybe one or two people are coming near your house. It's very intimidating. It's very effective. It's got a lot of knockdown power. Shotgun is not the best defensive weapon in every scenario. Every scenario is unique in its own. And a lot of people, especially people who are not avid gun owners, don't understand why there would be a need to have so many different guns. If I thought that one or two people were sneaking around my backyard at night and it's dark, and there's not a lot of daylight, I can't shoot really precise, maybe I'm going to grab that 12 gauge. That's going to be a perfect choice. Now, different scenario. Let's say there's a mob of people coming my way. Let's say there's 8 or 10 people, and they've got bats and they've got knives. Do I want a 5-shot, 12-gauge shotgun? No, I don't. I got 8 or 10 people coming my way. I got numerous threats coming at the same time. I want a gun that holds a lot of bullets. I want a gun that shoots a lot of bullets really fast and powerful. Probably going to go like the AK-47. If I knew in advance, seconds, minutes in advance, that a possible shootout was going to take place, and I knew that the other person was armed with a firearm, I'm going to want to grab, first of all, a long gun, not a pistol. If I have the time and the forethought to know, I'm going to want to grab a long gun, and a long gun that holds a lot of rounds. The more rounds it holds, the longer before I have to suddenly pause and reload it and start again. Whenever you got to reload a gun, that's when you're at a vulnerable state. That's when the bad guy can get you. The longer you can go before you have to reload, the better off you're going to be. Another example. This would be a scenario on the battlefield where people are really far apart, but the enemy is still a threat, and you think they're going to get closer and closer. They're really far apart. If I think a deadly threat is 300 or 400 yards out, I don't want a standard rifle with standard sights. I want a nice long-barreled rifle, maybe something like a bolt action, with a high-quality scope, something that can reach out very far, farther than the other guy, and get them before they can get me. So if you tell me, Al, you're going to have enemies coming up across this big open field, and they're going to come your way and they're going to try to kill you. They're far away, but they're heading your way. No thanks on the shotgun, no thanks on the pistol, no thanks on the regular rifle. I want a long-barreled rifle with a scope that I can reach out very far. Okay? So I've just explained how different scenarios have created a situation where specific firearms are more advantageous than others. So, I could go on and on in another detail and another detail, but I'm just trying to make the point that there's lots of different firearms for lots of different scenarios. Understanding that would be beneficial. And this is Al. Thanks for watching.